What is going on, everyone? So iOS 12.0.1 just came out and we're going to take a look at it on the iPhone 7 Plus. Now this update was actually pretty small. It was only around 80 megabytes. I was expecting it honestly to be a little bit bigger. 0.1 releases usually aren't that big, but I still, there was a lot of problems that were going on with iOS 12. So I thought they would increase a little bit, but they really didn't. But they still were able to fix a lot of the main problems that iOS 12 brought, but they mostly focused on the newer iPhones. There weren't really a lot of issues with the basic iPhones or the older iPhones like the 7 Plus, the SEs, the 6S, whatever. But some of the problems they did fix were the charge gate. And I even said, guys, like I made a whole separate video on the main channel talking about charge gate and how it's most likely a software problem. Like there was no way it was a hardware problem because the phones were still charging and all that stuff. I already repeated it myself like 100 times, but they ended up fixing it. So now you don't have to turn on the phone in order to charge your phone. So that's a good thing. So everyone can stop freaking out about it. And they also fixed another problem that the iPhone XS and XS Max were having. Pretty much, I think with the Wi-Fi, it was automatically connecting to the 2G Wi-Fis instead of the 5Gs, but they went ahead and fixed that, so that's a good thing as well. So we don't have any problems with that. But more so speaking about this phone and multiple other phones as well, and actually with the regular version of the iPhone 7 Plus, the 7 version, some people were having problems with Bluetooth, and it was kind of a problem with multiple iPhones, but I found it more so on the 7. People were having problems with the Bluetooth not being able to connect to certain devices or not being able to turn on or off, and Apple went ahead and fixed that here too, so that's fully fixed, hopefully. So thankfully that's not an issue anymore. I know it was an issue before. I saw some Reddit posts about it, connectivity and all that stuff, but they fixed it here, so that's a good thing. And there was also a little fix with the iPad as well. I kind of brushed over this. They added the Numpad or the 1, 2, 3 button on the keyboard, on the iPad keyboard. So I guess that's a little thing, but it doesn't really affect this phone at all. Now I did go and run a multi-core score, and I believe this is my score on iOS 12, and I had a multi-core score of 197,150, and I just reran it, and it actually went down to 178,645. So that is a little bit of a decrease, but I want you guys to know not to freak out about it. Usually when you use the phone more as you get updates, the phone does tend to get slower. It doesn't get slower, but the multi-core score gets lower. So that could be a little bit mischievous in a way because it looks one thing, but it's not. But trust me, the phone does not seem slower. I will have a speed test coming out tomorrow between iOS 12 and 12.0.1. and showing you which one is faster. Maybe 12.0.1 is faster. There's been cases where the multi-core score does go lower, but the phone does end up being faster. It's not always the case, but sometimes it does happen. So I would definitely recommend you guys to update, especially if you have an iPhone 7 Plus. The score does go down a little bit, like I said, but you're gaining a lot more stability. So it might be worth it, in my opinion, to go and upgrade. And it's not even that big of an upgrade. And usually when you do, and if you're worrying about jailbreaking or anything, usually jailbreaks do go for from 12 to 12.0.1 to 12.1 basically. So you really have nothing to lose in that sense. And that is pretty much it. Tomorrow, like I said, speed comparisons coming on the main channel and this channel, and also battery tests are coming out as well soon. So I'll be able to compare it to iOS 12, but that is pretty much it. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, leave it down in the comment section below. Hit that like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber we get really does count, so it means so much if you guys can hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my main channel. All those links are down in the description. I really appreciate you guys check it out. But more importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.